in this kind of business, you need to have people at some point, they want to be part of a business. They understand your purpose.
Yep.
They understand what's your goal, what you want to achieve. But they see themselves, oh, this is something that captured my attention.
Have you been to Saudi Arabia before?
Yes, my first experience was back in 2002 with Brazil national team. We played a football match here against Saudi national team. And
Did you win?
yes, 1-0 was a tough game.
Yeah.
It was not an easy game.
Yeah.
And just before the World Cup, you know. And then I think this year I came back after such a long time.
Wow.
Since 2002, I came back here just after, I think it was in April this year, where I had an opportunity to meet some people from football federation here.
Do you know?
Now I'm back again.
Welcome back. We have. I tend to get two responses to that. Normally, somebody has never been before. It's their first time, and they're shocked. They're surprised at how different it is to what they thought it would be. And for people like yourself, who came in 2002, and you came now, you must have noticed an enormous change.
Of course, there is a lot of change, and unfortunately, the first time I came with Brazil national team, I didn't have much time to see the city, to see the place. We stayed in Riyadh, but everything is under control when you are in the national team.
Yeah.
But the last time when I came, in April this year, I think I relaxed more. I really enjoy to see the developments, the infrastructure of the city, and to see, with more freedom to work around the place. And listen, I love this kind of cultural exchange.
Yep.
Because I've learned so much when I come to countries like Saudi. You don't come very often.
Yep.
But when I come, I always try to learn as much as I can with people, the local people, to listen to them about the culture, about the food, about history. Is what I try to capture most, to capitalize and then understand where I can also generate some value back.
Yeah. Is that genuinely really important for you then? If you're making a decision on, which international event you're going to go and visit, and you've had an invitation, if you've been to that place loads of times before, you're not that interested. You want to go and visit somewhere new. You want to see new cultures. Is that important for you?
I love it. Listen, I think traveling, especially after I stopped playing football, I have been traveling for many different reasons, especially to attend events. And in contrary of when I was playing, that I didn't have time to absorb the place, to talk with more freedom with people, to work around. Now I have this opportunity. And I try to use this trip to learn as much as I can, to speak to as much as I can to people, and see whether there is an opportunity, whether there is a way for my contribution. How can I help people? How can I support them? And learn something to bring back home, to tell the stories to my kids, because sometimes when we just listen, people talk about some place, first for me it generates a curiosity, and secondly, doesn't matter what they say, I want to see with my own eyes. I want to talk like we are here, like I have an opportunity to talk to the local people, different environments for the business side, different companies, but also for football people, normal citizens. This, for me, I really take in consideration.
People took for granted how important face-to-face meetings were, particularly during COVID. There was a big push that said, well, you don't need face-to-face meetings. We could do everything online. And you miss so much. You miss so much by not visiting someone and seeing that culture.
No, of course, I think everyone misses the opportunity to meet people, face to face. Obviously, with the pandemic, we understood that many things we can do online with some meetings, but some other things, it's nice to have an opportunity to meet somebody face to face, like we are here,
Yeah.
talk and express, and then I can feel your expression, the way you move your body, the way you see myself interacting with you. I think this type of experience, we miss that.
We're very blessed to have events that attract, people who are very interesting from different walks of life, and so, what I've learnt is that a common theme is that when people choose to attend these events, often they want there to be action at the end of their participation, some sort of purpose
Yeah.
as well. Now, these are quite intellectual sort of things. Okay. On the other scale, there are people that we just pay and they'll turn up. Okay, that's transactional. You know, I wonder if in life people make a journey from over here to over here, where they actually realise that transactions don't amount to much, and really what's important is to have an impact. What's your motivation to be here?
Well, I came this time invited by an organization called SIGA, Sports Integrity Global Alliance,
Yeah.
where they look after the integrity in football and governance, and to give the best, let's say, support and football organization to for people to understand that it's important to have integrity in the game in all aspects. And invited by them was for me. Listen, I really felt honored by the invitation because I know also is for my case coming here to give my contribution to football somehow, and to be part of come together with the organization to talk about the integrity in football, but also I can bring to Saudi one of the subject I spoke when I came here in April, speaking to Football Federation, talk about my social media platform I've launched last year for football in partnership with Roberto Carlos, because we launched a social media platform for football
Great.
called Striver, where is a fun engagement platform, where is where we want people to have fun, but also have an opportunity for them to interact with their idols, the football idols,
Yeah.
the sports idol, and also the platform where the players can be, let's say, can use and feel free in order not being scared of getting any abuse. Because we have the moderation against online abuse, but where also kids can be on a safe environment. As a father, as I have some other kids in the family. I want them to use technology, but I want them to be in a safe environment. We build up a platform that gives the support and give support for people have who wants to use social media, but not be in a place where somebody can harass them.
Yeah.
And I think for me was important to give my contribution to this and bring lights. One of the things that we have been discussed about a lot, for example, on the player side, some of them is getting sick of social media because of the amount of abuse they are receiving,
Yes.
and all the pressure for the game and generate some mental issues for them, some mental problems. I think with Striver, we want them to be there to celebrate, not to be worried about when they don't perform well, when they lose a game. And I think generate value to the world. I think this is my aim. This is my goal, and be together with SIGA, which is a very respected, um, you know, um, project, association that, you know, I feel happy to be back in Saudi in this great event.
Do you use events, exhibitions to promote your new app? It's an app, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a social media platform.
Exactly.
Okay, and so would you ever consider using an exhibition a bit like this? But let's say it was in tech or it was completely devoted to sport. We've got, I think, somewhere in the region of 150 major investors who are at this event, and they're probably looking into prop tech. But if it was Leap, for example, which is an event we do based around technology,
Yeah.
your platform would be very interesting to some of the participants, and you'd meet those people face to face,
Yeah.
and potential investors, for example, or people that could help you penetrate new markets. Do you use events to promote?
Yeah, I think the events, is a great opportunity for us to show what we are doing as a company, as an organization, and what we want to achieve in order to scale, for example, and to give our contribution to people. But obviously, also apart from show exactly what we're doing and promoting it, it's about having let's say, create connections to people.
Yeah.
Because there is an opportunity in this kind of business. You need to have people at some point they want to be part of your business. They understand your purpose.
Yep.
They understand what's your goal, what you want to achieve, but they see themselves. Oh, this is something that captured my attention.
Yep.
Like, for example, when my business partner Tim Chase, he's an English guy, told me about the purpose of the project, I said, oh, this took my attention. You know why? Because he became a single dad, and he wants his son to use technology.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have you have a kid.
I have a daughter. I'm divorced, so I
How old is she?
She's 7, and
7.
I have the same worries. I think I know what you're going to say. Yeah.
And you have a 7-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
On that time, he got a 5-year-old son.
Yeah.
He became a single dad, like you are now.
Yeah.
And but he told, must be a technology where my son can use and not have any problem, because he all the time look at him using YouTube and watch something, but he didn't have control. And he found out something and didn't find anything. He tried to find something, but he didn't.
Yep.
And then he built up. And this how Strive came up. And when he told me the purpose to have his son on a safe environment, I said, wow, there is a purpose on it. It's good for his son, it's good for my kids too, but also for other kids, but also good for football players, because they are suffering sometimes abuse on the field when they play games. But on the field sometimes they are concentrated, they don't see much. But when they perform badly, or they don't have a good performance, or they lose a game, the people go onto the social media and create a massive issue for them.
Yes.
And sometimes there is like a threats. Sometimes racism, many times racism. This creates a very bad problem for them and for their family.
I remember a high-profile case recently, Brennan Johnson at Spurs. He left Instagram and social media very, just over.
Many players has left social media because of that.
Yeah.
What we do, because we have a moderation against online abuse, all the content is moderated before it gets uploaded.
Yep.
It means that, if somebody try to attack myself or you, if the AI will stop it.
Okay, so it's quick moderation.
Yeah.
The AI does it very quickly.
Exactly.
And it stops
Very fast. Very fast moderation, and if the AI understands the content is inappropriate, stop it. It means I don't see it, you don't see it.
But what if the footballer has had a really bad game? Is it going to moderate critical comments or constructively critical comments?
I believe, let's say, for example,
he should stop.
That is negativity. That is negative. For example, I'm allowed to say, "Oh, you didn't have a good game." Come on. You can play that. It's not about being control everything. I think you have to educate the machine. I think step by step we are improving this, and this is what we are doing at the moment. We in 1 year of, as we call, a public MVP, we understood that the moderation works very well. And now, for example, if you do a kind of negative without being abusive,
Yeah.
it's all right. It's part of it.
Yeah.
And but sometimes AI can understand that can be too much. But you can contest this. You can make some addition
Yeah.
to the video, to the comments, and so on, and keep moving. And this is what we stand for at the moment. I think this kind of event gives us the opportunity to talk to to the audience, but also an opportunity to talk to investors, because we are in the process of at the moment to speak to a lot of investors to understand, to show them what we are here for, what we stand for, and I think this kind of event is a great opportunity for us.
I really appreciate that, Gilberto. Really, I do. What I'm hearing from you is, there has to be a good purpose for why you're here, and as event organisers, we could communicate that much more clearly,
Yeah.
and let you know what that purpose would be, and what the opportunities are for you. So that's very clear. And thank you so much for coming to the show and participating in it.
No, it's a great pleasure, coming to Saudi to, give my contribution with SIGA, but also talk about Striver, and as we have been here before, I speak to the federation because we want also to contribute to football and the next generation of football players, football fans, and help them in their communication, but also safeguard the community, the football community and sports community, where people can engage with each other and at some point have an opportunity to, one of their idols say, for example, you told me that you are Nottingham Forest, who you like from Nottingham Forest, for example?
Well, back in the day, my favourite players were, I would say, Stuart Pearce, Des Walker, Roy Keane, Teddy Sheringham,
Fantastic.
Gary Charles, people like this.
Imagine one of those guys, from that you admire,
Yeah.
being on Strive, you are there, at some point they come and say hello to you, for example. This is what
love it.
we provide this as Strive as well. But this is what we want them to have, and I hope we can grow and support people around the world.
Brilliant. Thank you very
Appreciate it.
much. Much
Thank you.
appreciated.